going on, guys? We're back with another Ask Jeremy segment here. We answer questions from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere in between. And the question we got today is, what is the best fitness and exercise program? It's kind of a loaded question, but my answer would be this. Whatever one you're going to do for the rest of your life, if that makes sense. Now, I know that's a blanket statement. You guys are going to change probably different programs, protocols, different eating styles might kind of evolve into different things. But at the end of the day, fitness is forever, you guys. It's not, 55 days of this. It's not 8 weeks of that. It's not this gym. It's not this eating style. It's forever. And the only two things that work is you guys being active forever and eating real food that nourishes your body and fuels you to do what you want to do for the rest of your life. It never changes. It never stops. It doesn't matter if you guys go through something and you get to a certain body fat percentage, or you can deadlift a certain amount of weight, or you can do something. You have to keep it going till you're dead, essentially. Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, there isn't something you can just get a gym membership, clock in, eat this way for a little bit, and then hold on to the results for the rest of your life. And I say this all the time in a speech that I give. It's much easier to make a couple $1 million than it is to be in shape for 70 years. And the reason I say it is, to make a couple $1 million, you can have a great idea, you can work really hard, you can invest it, and compound interest will actually get you the money, you can live off dividends, and it can grow on its own. Fitness doesn't work that way. You can't work out really hard for 2 years and then punt the next 10 years and live off the gains for the 2 years. It doesn't work that way. It has to be an every single day thing, and the food that you eat every single day, you guys, either makes you healthier or unhealthier. So I don't care if it's a certain program that counts points, if you're tracking macros, if you're eating off of a meal plan sheet. The only answer is eating real food for the rest of your life. Now, whether that's paleo, gluten-free, intermittent fasting, carb cycling, that's all cool. But inside of that, it has to be real food that fuels you and actually heals your body and lets you do the things you want to do. The same thing with your training. I think you have to love it at some point. You have to enjoy the process of it. But two, it's something that you can do forever. Now, that might evolve and change. If you're a power lifter at 25, you might not be that at 65, but you still have to be active at 65. I think doing tissue work, going through mobility work, doing body weight stuff, doing a lot of some sort of strength training and aerobic work is important. So the answer to the question is, there is no real best program. All of us are different. All of us have individual goals that are unique to us. We want to look a certain way, feel a certain way, move a certain way. Genetically, we have certain gifts and talents and deficiencies. And so finding the mix for us, I think, is ideal. And understanding the stages you are in your life and what you want to get out of it. Me at 22 and me at 32 is two drastically different people. I like to think I'm a lot smarter now. I train smarter, I train harder. I get a lot less, done with less volume and less work, if that makes sense. So I'm getting a lot more bang for my buck now at this point, and I have a better relationship with food. So my answer to you guys is, A, understand that fitness is forever. It's for the rest of your life. You're always going to have to practice mobility. You're always going to have to get massage and do tissue work on yourself if you want to move good and feel good into your 70s, 80s, and 90s. And you're always going to have to eat real food. Now, if those goals change, you want to gain weight, lose weight, gain muscle, do something different, that's okay. But the best program is the one that you guys know you're going to do, and hopefully you can kind of mimic it and alter it as you go through your life as the stages kind of change. But the only two things that work, you guys, and this is all we sell. We don't sell you anything else here at what we do in our space, and anybody else tells you otherwise, they're feeding you a bunch of shit. The only two things that work is eating real food every single day that nourishes your body, and you can have some drinks and do some fun things along the way. It's what we do most of the time, not what we do some of the time. And two, finding a fitness program that you love, whether that's a mix of strength training, aerobic work, mobility, tissue stuff in between. Those are the only two things that work, and the only two things that work for life, you guys. So hopefully that answered your question. Anything you want to know specifically inside those, feel free. If you have different goals and metrics, but understand we're all unique people. There's not a blanket program or eating style for all of us. We're all individual. We all have our own, faults and gifts. And so hopefully you guys find something that works with you and your lifestyle, and you can do it for the rest of your life. Any other questions you guys have, just comment below, ask me. I'm happy to answer them. Have an awesome rest of your day. And as always, eat real food.